Shalom. Kahala Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Waha, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yakim, pushing the word throughout the four corners of the earth. This is Amathia from GMS Dallas Camp. And wanted to go into a quick lesson, all right? Going into belief, all right? Belief goes into the action, goes into the results, comes all the way back around to that belief. So we have to have that belief in the works of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Once again, I'm gonna say that again. We gotta have that belief, all right, in the works of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right. So I want to pull up this word belief. All right. I'm just googling in Google, and it says belief, an acceptance that a statement is true or that something exists. All right. It says the second one here says truth, faith, or confidence in someone or something. All right. So that lets you know that the truth, the faith, and belief go hand in hand. Truth, faith, and belief go hand in hand. All right. And I wanted to go ahead and get this scripture here. All right. First off, I want to go to Hebrews, right? This is Hebrews 11 and verse 1. It says, now faith, all right, is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. All right. Now faith, okay. And we read that in the NLT, it says faith is the confidence, all right, that what we hope for will actually happen. Because what we have prophecy that we say that we're going to believe. That is the belief that we're following in the mindset of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Because Revelation 19 and 10 and 11 verse says what? All right. The spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. So that is something that we're happening and we're hoping for that will actually happen. All right. I'm going to keep reading. It said it gives us assurance about things we cannot see. So when we see when we read these scriptures, it's a faith booster. All right. And that causes us to have that action to go out on the highways and byways and preach this word. Because we have the faith that these things, that confidence, that the words that we're reading and we're out here on the highways and byways doing the videos preaching are going to come true. Yeah, we have that belief. Yes, brother. And that is something that a small, minute group of men have in this world. We have something very precious and very beautiful, to say. Very precious and very beautiful to say. All right. Now I'm going to read this here. This is 1 Corinthians 1. And I'll read on through verse 27. I make my point. It says, for after that in the wisdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the world was wisdom, knew not Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. It pleased Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. All right. Now I actually have to stop right there, because this is something that the world would never know, and we basically have that faith in the foolishness of preaching that a small, minute group of people will believe. What if some don't believe? What if some don't believe? Well, we know through the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, a lot will not believe. That's why it calls the foolishness of preaching. They walk on the highways and byways and see and say, look at them fools out there. Look what they're doing. They're out there in the rain. They're out there in the sun when it's hot. They're out there when it's cold. But see, that belief brought forth that action, right? That belief brought forth that action for us to go out and preach these words, these good tidings, the gospel, right? I'm going to just read on through. It says, for the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom. But we preach Mashiach crucified unto the Jews a stumbling block, and unto the Greeks foolishness. But unto them which are called both Jews and Greek, Mashiach, the power of Yahweh, the wisdom of Yahweh. Because the foolishness of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is wiser than men, and the weakness of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is stronger than men. All right, and we're gonna get Isaiah 55 as well, because you know what I'm saying. The Most High ways are not our ways. That's why it says it's wiser than men. So when we gravitate this word, we gravitate to it, and we go out and preach it. It may sound foolishness to the world, but these are wise thoughts because it's higher. All right, it's not of this world. That's why I said the foolishness of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is wiser than men. So when we preach the foolishness they say called foolish, we preach to something that's above their understanding. As it says, we store our treasures up in heaven in Matthew 6. Basically, this is above their pay grade. This is above the world as we walk in on the highway, every day in the highways, going to work, talking to your bosses, talking to your managers, talking to your friends. You know, this word is higher than their pay grade. This is spiritually higher than their spiritual pay grade. You know. Verse 26 it says, "For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called." All right, and what's that going to? Many are called, but few are chosen. So some men have received this wisdom, and then they backed off of it. They took their hands off the plow. All right, but we have to continue that belief and bring forth that action to what? Continue with the results, because we know what the results going to be: the deliverance for out of the hands of the wicked, that first fruit to be delivered out of what? Out of the destruction that's to come. All right. Verse 27. But Yahweh Shem Yahushai has chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And Yahweh Shem Yahushai has chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. All right. So these things are that we receive. You know what I'm saying? It's something that is actually going untouched. This is like rubies that we're receiving. This is the real money, the real gold. You know? This is the beautiful thing that we're in. This is the belief in the works of Yahweh Shem Yahushai that bring forth for us for what? The belief in this prophet to have that action to go out on the highways and byways to preach the gospel. The highways out here reading, studying, getting his understanding. And I said I'm going to get Isaiah 55. This is Isaiah 55 and verse 8. It says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord." And it's all capital. That's going into who the world ignorantly calls God, which is Yahweh. All right, so our thoughts are not his thoughts. Like you say, his ways are not our ways. His ways are higher than our ways. All right, I'm going to get that. Verse 9, it says, "For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than higher than your ways. And my thoughts are higher than your thoughts." So it's a blessing to receive this understanding, these heavenly understanding. Because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, pursuant to Job 9:24. So the wicked only can perceive certain things, and they have dumbed down, because that's what the wicked do. They deceive you. The world been deceived so much throughout the time of Esau's kingdom, because like you say, the new Renaissance, because Esau Edom, which is the so-called white man, believe it or not, it is true. From the Grecians, all right, to the Romans, all right, to NATO, EU. All this was, and what did they call when he came back into power? The rebirth, the new renaissance, the rebirth. From there all the way until to today that we're in, we're still in Esau Edom's kingdom, because so many so-called white men, if you look in history, have ruled the world, and now they rule the all corners of the earth. All right, and he did whatever he can to dumb down the people. But the Lord said, "Hey, it's a small elite group that's going to come out of that valley of the shadow of death. That's going to come out of that dead state. That's going to receive this understanding." Because he told Daniel to seal up the book. All right, but now we're in the time that the seals was broken when Yahweh Shai, he laid his life upon the cross, and for who? For the elect to receive this understanding. Now we're starting to receive it and open it up, and our minds are receiving this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding pursuant to Isaiah 33:6. All right, believe in his prophets so you can so you can prosper. So you're gonna have very few men that's gonna believe in these men that's out here pushing and preaching on the highways and the byways, not in these pulpits where they just telling you all this feel good, right? And these are the times we're in. I'm apocrypha. I want to get a scripture here. This is Sirach 3. This says Sirach 3. I'm gonna start at verse 17. It says, "My son, go on with thy business and meekness, so shalt thou be beloved of him that is approved. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. Many are in high places and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek." So many are the mysteries are going to be revealed to the meek. So these times that we're in, we're seeing that what? The meek is the men that, you know what I'm saying, as it says in Isaiah 61, we're coming out here to preach to who? The meek. This is Isaiah 61:1. It says, "The Spirit of the Lord Yahweh is upon me, because the Lord has anointed me to preach good tidings," all right, "unto the meek. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted." So we have been brokenhearted. We're in a dead state. We feel like, bro, we got to lean upon other nations just for our feel good. We're making billions, and now you might well say through all these sports and through all these different things, trillions of dollars for a nation that is who the Lord hates. And I'm talking about Esau Edom and these other nations. Psalms 83, they came together to cut us off from being a nation. Read Psalms 83, 1 on down. We're trying to tell our people to come out of that. Come out of their understanding. Come out of those ways. All right? So the ones that got that understanding and they feel it and they saying, damn, we're at a low ass estate. We're coming to bind up that broken heart. Tell them, hey, it's a way of life within the spirit of Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Because through that belief, it brought forth to us to have this action to come out and pronounce the Lord's name, pronounce the day of the Lord is coming, pronounce that the salvation is at hand. All right. We're basically going back up on that the wilderness, and we're preaching like John. The Lord has put that mindset up on us. All right. And what? For the results that's to come. And those results are the fulfillment of prophecy. That should have you rejoice. All right. It says, "He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and to the opening of the prison to them that are bound." Right? It says to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord and the day of vengeance of our power, to comfort all that mourn. And the Lord said, hey, the day of the Lord is going to be darkness and not light. It's going to be very dark. Read that in Amos 5. All right. But to the nation of Israel, the elect, mainly, because as it says in Zechariah 13, it says two parts going to be cut off. And those two parts is going into what? The 2/3 of Israel. But the elect, that 1/3 is going to be sealed and delivered from that vengeance. But the Lord is going to come and have that vengeance. All right. You can read that Isaiah 66:15, Isaiah 34, Revelations 1. You know, all these different stories. Hey, I just mentioned Amos, right? All these things that's coming is going to be the results that what we've been having that faith and belief that's going to happen. All right. One thing to believe that He is. All right. And Yahweh Shem Shai is coming to deliver His people. All right. And then you have some that try to seal up everybody, not just the elect, just everyone that believe, all different nations, things like that. Hey, I'm gonna read this and I'm gonna read on through, and then I'm gonna go ahead and close out here. This is Romans. All right, this is Romans 3. Start at verse 1. It says, "What advantage then has the Jew, or what profit is there of the circumcision? Much every way, chiefly because that unto them were committed the oracles of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. For what if some did not believe? Should their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua without effect? For Yahweh forbid. Yea, let Yahweh be true, but every man a liar. And it is written that thou mightest be justified in thy saying, and mightest overcome when thou art judged." So this belief that we have is going to continue. All right, till we basically, like to say, to these clouds are cracked open. We believe and have faith. We believe Jacob's trouble is coming, and we can see that because we see how this man of sin is being revealed. We see how he's moving. So these things are coming, and hey, it's a circle. It's like a circle of life, baby. That belief, which is like I said, that faith, it brought forth us, and to go out on the highways and byways. All right, bring forth the action, and as like you say, through us going out there preaching the word, preaching the good news and the gospel, is bringing down this kingdom, which is the kingdom of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, bringing down the downfall of Babylon the Great. It's going to end up with those results of the downfall of his kingdom and the rising and the upcoming of what? Of the kingdom of heaven. I got to get one more since I just mentioned that. I got to get one more because, like I say, this is going to be the results of it right here. This is Sirach 10. In verse 8, it says, "Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another." All right. So, due to Esau's wicked rulership, and all this deceit is brought to you by Esau Edom, unrighteous dealings, things like that. Look what he did to the so-called Indians. All right, look what he did to Gad. All right, he basically lied to them. Gave them smallpox, but gave them blank. They helped them to live and survive, and they used them. They basically deceived them, and it was killing them. Like I said, quietly, softly. They didn't know what was going on. About the time they realized it, a lot of them got killed off, and then they brought forth what? Troops to trample them. All right. So this is, hey, what do you don't believe? Do that make the Lord unrighteous, or the words that we're saying untrue? God forbid, because this is actually the facts. This is actually the truth. That's why I said his ways are above the ways of man. So we're receiving and we're storing these treasures up in heaven because we know the day of the Lord is at hand. And Lord will, me, myself personally, the men that are out here on highways and byways that's continuing, the elect is sealed and we're going to be delivered. So with that, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Shalom.